If I'm not tattooing, I'm going crazy. Tattooing's in my blood. Like, I love it. I love every aspect of it. I love the people. I love the art. I love being able to actually interact with people on a personal level like this. I really connect with people. I mean, tattooing for me is totally that emotional response and emotional connection. I love when my customers come in and they tell me their story, and I love when people give me an absolute sob story, when they're like, I've gone to so many different people and I've talked to so many people about this, and they just don't get it, you know, they just don't connect. And sometimes I find that you just have to spend that extra 10 minutes, 15 minutes with somebody, you know, just make them feel comfortable and let them know that, like, not everybody's perfect. Most people ask about my ears, but yeah, they are real. They're goblin-y, they're awesome, and I'm really stoked to have them. Essentially, the whole concept behind that was, I just like I like standing out. I like being strange. It makes me happy. It reminds me of things from when I was a kid. When I was a little girl, my dad used to always dress up as Santa Claus at our church, and he always had me dressed up as the little elf. So it's really funny that I actually ended up growing up and getting elf ears. I kind of do a lot of what I do now simply because of that desire to make other people beautiful so that people can have that feeling of beauty within themselves.
So I'm thinking about getting it covered up. What do you think about it?
I think it's a crap tattoo. The line work is kind of falling out in some certain spaces, and definitely do have a couple scarred out spots. We're going to want to watch those when we go over it. Your first instinct when you have a scar tissue is to kind of go a little bit lighter over it, and that's not really the case. Essentially with scar tissue, you just kind of got to give her, and one hit pass is the way to do it. But overall, it shouldn't be too difficult to cover.
All right.
So how long ago did you get this tattoo anyway?
About 4 years ago.
Obviously, you're friends with this person at the time. Are you still friends with them?
Yeah. He's actually a real tattoo artist now.
Really?
Yeah.
My style as a tattoo artist is pretty much a little bit of everything. I will pretty much tackle anything that people come to me with, whether it's a big piece or a small piece. Sometimes I'll even tell you, give me a couple days to think on this and I will work something out for you. What I love about cover-ups is the opportunity to turn something from being really ugly and disgusting into something that's absolutely beautiful. And what I hate about cover-ups is having to actually figure out what you want to do if they don't give you anything to work with. One cover-up story would be I had a gentleman come in and he had a Tasmanian devil that was like right here on his shoulder, and it was really bad. He hated taking his shirt off and he felt like a lot of people just kind of laughed at him. And he was a mechanic, so we decided on doing this big gear on his shoulder to kind of cover it, and it's a lot of heavy black work, it's got a lot of white highlights, and he loved it. It turned out really, really well, and he ended up being one of my regulars. The reactions that people have to cover-ups are absolutely amazing. If they love what you've done, which is pretty much all the time, they will really, they'll cry out of happiness. The gratification that I get from it too, from somebody smiling, and just the fact that they're so happy that they're almost in tears is just, like, it makes me almost in tears sometimes, you know? You kind of build that relationship with them and it becomes amazing. I actually had the opportunity to do a cover-up on one of my friends. So it was this big, bright popsicle and it said, like, stay cold on it, big old traditional styled, and it was huge. And he came in, he's like, I don't know what to do with it, and we settled on a raven, and he loves it. It turned out really well. It's like black and blues and purples. It's awesome. I'd say that what makes me so special compared to other tattoo artists is that I care. I care enough to take the time out of my day to make something work for you. If you've been struggling with something for a long enough time, I will be a suck enough to sit there and be like, tell me everything that you need to tell me in order for me to fix this and make it what you want. The second somebody says nobody else will touch this, I'm like, I'm your girl. I will do this for you.